family, and friends. I am your student body president, Samantha Gallegos, and it is my honor to welcome you to the class of 2025's graduation. Today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Psalms 118:24. Each of us has worked so hard to be here today, whether it was crying over assignments at 11:59 on a Sunday or juggling school and sports. I am proud of us all for making it. This success would not be possible without the support of our family, friends, teachers, and coaches. We would like to thank each and every one of you for all that you have done, all the advice given, and each sacrifice made. And just remember, life is short, the world is wide. Let's make some memories. I invite you all to stand as we honor our country with a presentation of the colors by NJROTC from Belen High School and Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico and the Zia symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures.
Please remain standing for the national anthem performed by Adam Baca, Martin Castillo, Emily Chick, Mary Lehman, and Cheyenne Robbins.
So, let's get over here.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose but stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good job. Ready, cut, live, face, forward, march.
Please remain standing until the colors have left the field.
Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Rhett Burt.
Good evening, students, family, faculty, and friends. I would first like to welcome and recognize the following special guests we have in attendance. First, BCS Board President, Mr. Jim Danner. BCS School Board President, Vice President, Mr. Ralph Fernandez. BCS School Board Secretary, Mr. Larry Garley. BCS School Board Member, Mr. Aubrey Tucker. BCS School Board Member, Ms. Joanne Silva. BCS Superintendent, Mr. Lawrence Sanchez. BCS Assistant Superintendent of Academics, Ms. E. Renee Sanchez. BCS Assistant Superintendent of Finance, Ms. Annette Torres. BCS Support Services Director, Mr. Antonio Cedillo. BCS Human Resources Director, Ms. Tomasito Oshiro Murphy. I know it. I shouldn't say that after I read it. BCS Federal Programs Director, Ms. Val Gauthier. BCS Accountability Director, Ms. Jennifer Hirschberger. BCS Technology Coordinator, Mr. Ben Kingsolver. BCS Health Services Coordinator, Ms. Deborah Baca. BCS Maintenance Supervisor, Mr. Justin Gallegos. BCS Student Nutrition Services Supervisor, Ms. Tyra Chavita. BCS Transportation Supervisor, Ms. Mary Lou Harper. BCS Warehouse Manager, Ms. Katie Seiss. BCS Assessment Coordinator, Ms. Jamie Romero. BCS Director of Special Education, Ms. Denise Powers. BCS Transportation Maintenance Supervisor, Mr. Fernando D'Arcangeli, my apologies. BCS District Security Foreman, Ms. Pauline Vallejos. BHS Assistant Principal, Ms. Jessica Provencio. BHS Assistant Principal, Mr. Gerald Baca. BHS Aquatics Coordinator, Ms. Barbara Rodriguez. BHS Athletic Coordinator, Mr. Steven Contreras. And some special guests from the community. We have Ms. Carla Martinez, Gil Sanchez Principal. Ms. Sherry Montoya, La Promesa Principal. Ms. Andrea Montano, Dennis Chavez Principal. Mr. David Jimenez, Principal of Infinity High School and Family School. Mr. David Ryan, La Merced Principal. Mr. James Cordova, La Merced Assistant Principal. Ms. Margaret Manning, Rio Grande Principal. Mr. Caleb Crum, Belen Middle School Assistant Principal. Ms. Tanya Montoya, BMS Principal. Ms. Sarah Garcia, Central Principal. State Representative Joshua Sanchez. My apologies, State Senator. State Representative Tanya Moya. Belen Mayor Robert Noblin. Belen City Council Member Rudy Espinosa. Belen City Council Member Tracy Armijo. Belen Municipal Judge Keith Norwood. My apologies. probably not in attendance right now. He's keeping us safe. Belen Police Chief, Mr. Adam Keck. Belen Fire Chief, Charles Cox. From the City of Rio Communities, Mayor Joshua Ramsel. Rio Communities City Council member Matthew Marquez. City Manager Dr. Martin Moore. Fire Chief Andrew Tabbitt. From UNMVC, we have UNMVC Advisory Board Secretary Belinda Martinez. We have UNMVC Director of Student Affairs Armando Bustamante. UNMVC Enrollment Manager Joseph Burgess. We have Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Rona Espinosa. And our special guest, Ms. Tell me again. Adinea, I apologize. Salas, the last name's at least easy. Thank you. Tonight we gather in celebration not just for a year completed, but of a journey fulfilled to the class of 2025. First off, congratulations. You made it. Each of you arrived at Belen High School with your own story, your own hopes, and your own challenges. And today, as you walk across the stage, you do so as scholars, athletes, artists, leaders, and most importantly, resilient young adults ready for the road ahead. This has been no ordinary path. You've endured unexpected detours, some global, some personal, and yet you've kept moving forward. You showed up, you grew, and you gave your community something to be proud of. Here in Belen, we know the strength of roots, the power of community, and the beauty of flight. After all, we are the Eagles. And like eagles, you now spread your wings, prepare to soar beyond what you once thought was possible. As your assistant principal, and now your principal, it has been my deepest honor to watch your transformation. You've made this school year better with your creativity, your kindness, your curiosity, and your courage. Whether you're heading to college, the workforce, the military, or taking time to find what your next step will be, know this, you have whatever it takes. And you always have the support system and a home here at BHS. Parents and families, thank you for your unwavering support. Teachers and staff, thank you for guiding these young minds with heart and purpose. To our graduates, dream big, work hard, stay kind, stay courteous, and remember, once an eagle, always an eagle. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are all proud of you. Now I would like to welcome the Superintendent of Belen Consolidated Schools, Mr. Lawrence Sanchez.
Good evening, class of 2025. Congratulations. I have spent 30 years in this district, and this is the one thing I've always believed, and all these adults that are here tonight believe, is that Belen High School graduates can achieve greatness. It doesn't matter where you come from, you guys can do it. One of the ways I like to show you this is not to hear me speak, but to bring back former Belen High School students who have graduated and gone on to greatness. Tonight we have Dr. Adinea Salas. Adinea is from Bernardo and is the daughter of Martha and retired Brigadier General Andrew Salas, who both currently work at La Promesa Elementary, which was the elementary she attended. Martha is a fourth grade teacher and Andrew is the community school coordinator. She graduated from Belen High School in 2012 and attended UNM for college and graduated in 2016. She then attended the University of New Mexico School of Medicine and graduated with her medical degree in 2020. After graduation, she moved to Portland, Oregon for a 3-year internal medicine residency at Oregon Health and Science University. Following that, she completed a 1-year point-of-care ultrasound fellowship last year and then moved back to New Mexico, where she currently works as a doctor of internal medicine at UNM and Sandoval Regional Medical Center in Rio Rancho. Class of 25, let me introduce Dr. Arinea Salas.
Oh my goodness, there's only a few people here right now. Okay. Thank you, Superintendent Sanchez, for the invitation to speak and for being one of my teachers at Belen Middle School. And also thank you to Tarla Hill, who suggested me to the superintendent and was my class sponsor when I graduated from Belen High School 3 years ago. By 3, I mean 13. I was never great at math, but that's not the fault of Belen High School. I asked how long my speech should be and was told that I could speak for 45 minutes. I'm sorry to disappoint you all, but I most definitely will not be speaking for 45 minutes. I don't know most of you graduates, but we have had similar experiences. I've sat exactly where you are sitting right now with my family, parents, my grandma in the bleachers supporting me, just like your loved ones are here with you now. I had experiences here at the high school where I once was the Eagle mascot and went to a football game, and I experienced the stench of the stale sweat of those who had worn it before me. I felt terrified that I was going to get in trouble with Pauline Fallejos, who is currently the head of security here, even though I was what some would call a goody two-shoes and wasn't doing anything wrong. I was in cross country, and I've run many miles around the high school and said even more prayers that a dog wouldn't get out and chase me down the ditches, particularly on Mesa Road. And like some of you, I have been a student in Miss Wisniewski's government class. Yeah, I appreciate that. I still feel that. With her encouragement, we actively practiced our First Amendment right to first speech by voicing our opinions and respectfully debating one another. We had many heated debates, but never hated one another, even if we strongly disagreed. At times, I even found myself changing my own opinion after having to defend my own. I'll never forget a sign that she had that read, "Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it." I learned about the separation of powers that is written in our Constitution, that here in America, we divide power between the presidency, the judges, the legislators, our senators and congressmen and women. We are a democracy because we do not have a dictator that holds all of the power. Thank you. We learn from history that absolute power corrupts absolutely. There are people who are born in other countries who are risking their lives to get in America. Many of them are fleeing dictatorships. Our democracy is not guaranteed. It is up to us to not become people who are willing to risk it all to flee America for a better life. Class of 2025, for those of you who can, please vote and voice your opinion. Pay attention to the facts and not opinions of what is going on in the world, and form your own opinions based on the facts. Listen to what candidates are proposing and what our elected officials who work for us are actively doing, and vote for the ones who support what you want done, especially with our taxes, because that is our money. Whatever you choose to do after graduation, whether that be starting work, going to college, for some of you going into the military, or being a parent, taking care of children at home, or a caretaker of a loved one, you are going to have to put the work in. You've already proven that you can do it. You sitting here in these seats is proof. You had to wake up early, very early, to get to school on time. You had to turn in assignments, some working until 11:59 on a Sunday night. This didn't happen easily. It was a marathon and not a sprint. After high school, like Superintendent Sanchez mentioned, I went through 8 more years of school and 3 years of residency training where I worked 80-hour work weeks. and then last year where I worked mostly nights during my fellowship training. It required me to show up, just like you did to graduate high school, every day. I had to sacrifice time spent with loved ones at birthday parties, weddings, countless weekends, TikTok, Instagram scrolling time, and even sleep. Even now, as a supervising physician, I still have to show up to work and give my full attention. I worked a 13-hour shift last night. I got off at 8 a.m., took a nap, and tomorrow I go to work at 7 a.m. It's tiring. I'm tired right now. But I have the privilege of being able to use what I learned over the past 12 years to improve the health of patients I get the privilege to treat. I get to guide people in one of the most difficult moments of their lives, being sick in the hospital, by translating what is going on from a medical perspective and explaining what treatment options they have in a way they understand so they can make the best decisions for themselves. With this career, I also get financial security. I don't have to rely on anyone to pay my bills. I get to decide what I spend my money on. Some of you will be in partnerships where responsibilities are divided and you may not be the one who brings in the income, and that's okay too. For me, I wanted to be the one to make money to support myself. You don't have to become a doctor to have a positive impact on people's lives and to have your own financial security. You can be a car salesman or some other type of salesperson and make a positive impact by not ripping someone off while also providing for yourself and for your family. For some of you, you won't be passionate about what you do to make money, but something else. Maybe that's playing guitar, riding a horse, or spending time with loved ones, and that's okay. You should chase your passion, whatever that is. Your class motto is, "I ain't a kid no more, we'll never be those again." And while we could talk about how the grammar is wrong in more ways than one in those two sentences, it speaks to the transition you are making. For me, high school graduation was overwhelming, exciting, terrifying, uncomfortable all at once. As you start to accomplish goals that you have made, don't forget about the small moments that you will remember when it's all said and done. The friendship you made and the effort you put into maintaining it after graduation. Time spent laughing with a grandparent. Experiencing something new with a loved one. Real life, face-to-face interactions, not the moments spent scrolling on your phone, which I am very guilty of. Approach this transition with an open mind and an open heart. Don't lose the core of who you are and the lessons you have learned. One experience here in Belen that helped to prepare me to be a doctor was working at Long John Silver's. I worked double shifts, and it showed me that I could manage doing many things at one time, and honestly, it really, really helped me. So thank you to Paul and Loretta Baca, who are the best bosses that I've ever had. Don't tell my current bosses. So I encourage you to be open to getting out of your comfort zone, because that is when you will experience the greatest joys life has to offer. Talk to someone who at first glance would seem like you have nothing in common with. Invite the person who you want to be friends with to coffee. Audition for the part. Make a garage band. Go on that trip. Learn about someone else's culture. Try the strange food. The strangest thing I've ever eaten was homemade squid ink soup in the south of Spain. It was in fact disgusting, but I don't regret trying it. Ask for help when you need it. The only thing you have to lose is the feeling of regret that you didn't take advantage of a responsibility. Class of 2025, thank you for allowing me to be present in this moment with you.
Now, a musical dedication from our BHS senior choir students.
got my ticket for the long way round to buy the whiskey for the way. And I sure would like some sweet company. And I'm leaving tomorrow. What do you say? When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my walk, you're gonna miss me by my taco. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got my ticket for the long way round, the one with the prettiest of views. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got sights to give you shivers, but it sure would be better off with you. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hawk, you're gonna miss me by my taco. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my hair, you're gonna miss me everywhere. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
When I'm gone, when I'm gone, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me by my talk, you're gonna miss me by my walk. Oh, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Thanks, guys.
As we gather tonight to celebrate the remarkable achievements of Belen High School's graduating class, we, the Belen High School administration, would like to honor an individual who embodies the spirit of excellence and dedication to her school and community. The selection process for this prestigious award was rigorous and thoughtful. Candidates were evaluated based on minimum academic and attendance standards, as well as their participation in school and community events and organizations. Input from dedicated staff at Belen High School was invaluable in the selection process. I want to thank the class of 2025 for making this such a difficult decision with so many deserving candidates. I must admit, there were many nights spent deliberating and losing sleep over the challenge of selecting just one individual to receive this honor. Throughout her time at Belen High School, this individual has not only excelled academically, but has also been a model student at Belen High School. She has made significant contributions to our school community, earning cords through her leadership and excellence in fine arts, staters, National Honor Society, family and consumer science, health technology, and serving as a class ambassador. Her commitment to service is evident in the countless hours she dedicates to volunteering, always striving to make a positive impact on those around her. This student continually challenges herself, having participated in numerous UNMVC courses during her high school years. This hard work has accumulated in an impressive achievement, already earning an associate's degree in liberal arts. She is set to continue her education by attending the University of New Mexico this upcoming fall, where she will pursue her dream of earning a bachelor's degree in biochemistry with the ultimate goal of becoming a pediatrician. Coming from a large family filled with siblings, she has drawn inspiration, motivation, and learned the value of hard work and education from her household, which has encouraged her to strive for greatness year after year. She is no stranger to challenges, embracing them with enthusiasm and looking forward to all that the future holds. It is with great honor that we would like to recognize this outstanding young woman with the Principal's Distinguished Award. Please join me in celebrating Miss Dulce Batista Castro. Come on up, Dulce. and acknowledging her outstanding achievements as we wish her the best of luck in her bright future. I guess I should open this first, huh? You're amazing. Keep up the good work. Psst. You're up.
We would like for Miss Jessica Provencio Torres and Jared Baca.
Our amazing assistant principals.
To announce the valedictorians and salutatorian.
It is with great honor that I get to announce our valedictorians. Avery Carter.
Good evening, parents, families, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. My name is Avery Carter. When I was in elementary school, I made the promise to myself that I would be the valedictorian of the class of 2025, and I am honored to be sharing the privilege with some of my best friends. I'd first like to congratulate the fellow valedictorians. It's been a long time coming. I would like to thank my mom and dad for always being my biggest supporters in everything I have done. Growing up, I always listened to Taylor Swift and loved the song Never Grow Up and remember wishing that I was all grown up. Growing up happens to us without us even realizing it. When I was reflecting on these last 4 years of my life, I began to feel nostalgic and realize it's hard not to find it all a little bittersweet. These days we are bombarded with questions like, what do we want to do with the rest of our lives or what job we're gonna get? Soon we'll be starting the next chapter of our lives and wishing that we'd never grow up, but I will be living for the hope of it all. In the wise words of Taylor Swift, make the friendship bracelets, take the moment and taste it, you've got no reason to be afraid. You're on your own, kid, you can face this. While we're still growing up and trying to find our places in the world, we get to shape our own futures, which is the exciting part. Congratulations, class of 2025, we did it. Remember to hold on to the memories, they will hold on to you.
Next, Riley Coe.
Thank you everyone for attending. I know that your support means a lot for the graduates here today, especially considering the big step that we're all going to be taking soon. It's safe to say I'm proud of everyone who's graduating today. Probably not as proud as some of the families and friends in the crowd, but still proud nonetheless. We've made it through some tough times together, and I'm glad to see that so many of us are graduating and ready to move forward. We've persevered for 4 years to get here. It's hard not to be proud of that. I know many people who just couldn't wait to graduate and become adults, and well, here we are. We're just a little bit away from being thrown out into the world, from becoming our own independent adults. I think tonight should be remembered as a night of opportunity, because we're all one more step away from freedom. I want to extend a quick thanks to our staff. I know it's not easy to put up with a bunch of teenagers that do stupid things sometimes, so thank you all for providing support as we try to find our way into society. Your guidance and endurance has made an impact on many of us. It's nice to remember that you all believe in us to stick around. I'm excited to see where we're all going to go. We all have our unique paths we're going to be taking. Soon we'll go our separate ways, and hopefully we'll find ourselves traveling down the best path for us. For the past 4 years, our little class community has grown stronger and closer, and it's been great, but now we need to break up. And that's a good thing. So we did it. Here's to our future. Thank you all for being here, and I hope every single one of us finds success in our futures. Let's prove to everyone that the class of 2025 is a class of promise.
Next, Brooke De Leon.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brooke De Leon, and I could not be more grateful to be standing up here beside all these other incredible young ladies. High school wasn't just a list of classes and credits. For me, it was long practices every day after school, and moments in sports that taught me what it means to get back up again and again, how to keep pushing yourself even when no one's watching, and how to be part of something bigger than myself. It was friendships that I watched grow up with me, and people who taught me what it means to be there for someone who will be there for you, and one that helped hold me together through it all. To my best friend, Seth, thank you for being my constant when everything else around me seemed to be falling apart. To my nanas and my mom, thank you for reminding me of who I am every step of the way, and for your support that never wavered. This year especially, I learned that growth and change doesn't always feel good. Sometimes it means saying goodbye to something you really wanted to hold on to. Sometimes it's just showing up, even when you feel like you can't or have no motivation to do so, but still choosing to move forward anyways. To my classmates, every single one of us has faced something that no one else could fully see. The beauty in that is getting to say that we made it. So as we turn this page, always remember to be proud of how far you've come and to have faith in how far you can go. Because this is not the end of the story, it's just where the next chapter begins. Congratulations, Belen High School, class of 2025.
Next, Gabriela Jaramillo.
Good evening, esteemed staff and faculty, family and friends, honored guests, and my fellow graduates. My name is Gabriela Jaramillo. I am honored to stand up here tonight with these other individuals as another valedictorian. After our 4 years here tonight, we get to celebrate our success together before starting our next chapters in life. I would like to start by acknowledging the people who helped me to get where I am now. First, my parents, who always supported me, were my biggest role models and started my determination in my education, which ultimately put me in the stage tonight. Next, my siblings, who were some of my biggest inspirations and competitors, driving me to be my best self. I want to give a little of an extra thanks to my sister Isabella, who on the first day of school showed me around through the halls and made sure I was ready for high school. My last thanks are to all my best friends who are here surrounding me tonight. I wouldn't have survived high school without you guys, and you truly made these 4 years memory-filled and some I will never forget. Given the opportunity to give a speech tonight, I wanted to make it quite short. But I wanted to leave you with something, hopefully, many of you can take away from my speech. While our future is constantly changing and a little undetermined, it is in our hands. We have the power to make our futures what we choose to. So, we should take those chances or risks, or even just those safe choices that will make your tomorrow what you want it to be. Be courageous and adventurous, and don't let yourself hold yourself back from something you want or within your reach. So, with that said, congratulations, class of 2025, and make every tomorrow you have the best you can.
Next, Sarah Martinez.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarah Martinez. I would like to start this speech by saying how honored I am to be sharing this title with my fellow valedictorians. I would also like to thank everyone in my life who has helped me to get where I am today, especially God. Now, as someone who likes to challenge myself, I have spent all 4 years of high school in honors English class with Mr. Schmock, meaning I have spent countless hours reading, writing, and analyzing everything from short stories to commercials. Shortly after I started high school, I found that music helped me focus and complete my assignments. Whenever I had work from Mr. Schmock's class, my headphones were in my ear. I used them almost every single time I touched my computer. I even used them while I wrote this speech.
At the beginning of senior year, I became obsessed with the song Vienna by Billy Joel. So to prove to myself that I learned something from my English class, I decided to do one more analysis of a song that is so relevant to what I feel right now. At its core, Vienna is a reminder to slow down and to appreciate the beauty of where you are. Billy uses Vienna as a symbol for something that is more than just a city. It represents a stage in life that's calm, wise, and fulfilling. It's where you eventually arrive when you stop rushing and start living more mindfully. My whole life, I've been told that I need to grow up, graduate, get a job, and start my life. And although those are all things I will inevitably do, I realized that my life started way before I was capable of knowing it. Most of my childhood, I spent wishing I was older, mostly due to my siblings that I've always looked up to. But if I could go back, I would tell myself to slow down, to stop waiting for things to come, and appreciate the moment you're living in right now. Since I can't go back, the next best thing to do is to listen to Billy Joel when he said, "Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you want to be before your time." So congratulations to the class of 2025, and don't forget that Vienna waits for you.
Next, Aaliyah Salazar.
Hello and congratulations, class of 2025. After 4 years of attending classes, completing assignments, and stressing about tests and due dates, we finally find ourselves here today, ready to walk across the stage. It is now time to celebrate this incredible moment with those we love most. Before we take the step into our futures, I want to take a moment to thank those who have guided us along the way. To our amazing class sponsors, our teachers, parents, mentors, family, and friends, without your support, guidance, love, and most importantly, your patience, we would not be where we are today. The lessons you have taught, the words of wisdom you have shared, and the stories you have told will remain with us as we start our journey. Your influence is endless and will always be cherished and remembered. As we step forward, let's acknowledge an important truth. Life will not be easy. We will face obstacles, moments of doubt, and even times of uncertainty. But if there's one thing I know for certain, is that each and every one of us has the motivation, the strength, and the ability to overcome any challenges that we may face. Today marks not just the end of one chapter, but the beginning of another. Today marks the start of us taking charge of our own future and fighting for the lives we wish to have. Before we part ways, I want to share 2 pieces of advice that have guided me in hopes that they may do the same for you. The first comes from my grandfather, who reminded me every day, show them what you know. As we start our new experiences, we must be willing to share our knowledge, to stand confidently in our abilities, and to most importantly, advocate for ourselves. If we do not speak up, no one will do it for us. Growth comes from pushing beyond our comfort zones, from proving to ourselves that we are more than capable. And the second comes from my dad, who without, I would not be upon this stage. With his words, all you can do is your best, don't be scared to fail, being a constant source of encouragement. As we move forward and start this never-ending fight for what seems like the perfect life, it is easy to get caught up in the pursuit of perfection. But the truth is, life is unpredictable. The road ahead will be rough. We will face challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. There will be times when we feel like we are not good enough, but that is the farthest from the truth. We must be kind and forgiving to ourselves. However, most importantly, is that we give it our all. Learn from our experiences and continue moving forward with determination. So today, as we sit here together one last time, I want to say you got this and congratulations, you did it. Each of us has faced our own struggles. There were certainly moments that we joked that this day would never come, but here we are, we made it. Thank you all for the incredible moments, the laughter, and the friendships that have made this 4 years truly unforgettable. I wish you all the success, joy, and love that life has to offer as we step into our next chapters of life.
Congratulations, class of 25. Thank you.
Next, Liseth Sanchez.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lisette Sanchez, one of Belen's valedictorians this year. I want to give thanks to some of my best friends that are standing up with me here today. Well, they're sitting down, but I truly couldn't have done this without them. I also want to thank my coaches Ruben, Fernando, Schmock, Janessa, and especially Crispy and Nick, because I know how excited they were to be in my speech. Now, I want to leave you all with a piece of advice I have repeated to myself again and again over the past 4 years. Do not stress over things you cannot control. Instead, pour your energy into what you can control: your attitude, your effort, and how you treat others. Life will always be full of uncertainty, so be open to change, be open to letting the negative aspects of your life go. Life is too short to hold on to what weighs you down. Even when it's uncomfortable, welcome change, because that is where real growth begins. Happiness doesn't come from having control over everything. Remember that. With that, I want to congratulate all the amazing people I am standing up here with today, and congratulations to the class of 2025. I wish you all the best. We did it, Joe.
Next, Amber Torres.
Good evening, everyone. First off, I want to say how honored and grateful I am to be valedictorian alongside my amazing peers. I would like to thank my family and friends for supporting me in everything I do. I would also like to especially thank Mr. Ulbricht and Mr. O for encouraging me to pursue my passion in both art and film. I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know how eager we all are to walk the stage. That being said, I want to leave you with some advice that I was given and think would be beneficial to us all. Mr. Rand once told me, being assertive doesn't make you mean, and standing up for yourself doesn't make you sensitive. As we start our lives, remember that perfection isn't the goal. Now isn't the time to have all the answers. Stay true to yourselves and don't let the world stop you from creating, taking risks, and pursuing your passions. If you don't know who you want to be or where you want to go, remember that discovering yourself takes time and cannot be achieved by trying to fit in or please others. So, in the words of Jessica Stanley in Twilight Eclipse at 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 45 seconds, change your mind, then change it again, because nothing is permanent. So make as many mistakes as you can. That way, someday, when they ask us again what we want to be, we won't have to guess, we'll know. Thank you for your time, and congratulations on all of your hard work and achievements.
And last, but certainly not least, our one gentleman, Vale Trujillo.
Hello, my name is Vale Trujillo. I know everyone's ready to go home and celebrate, so I'll keep it brief. It's been a difficult journey to get here, but I hope it was worth it. I'd like to thank my family and friends and all the people who helped me to get to where I am. I wouldn't be here without them. Thank you. I'm proud to say that my experiences at Belen High School have taught me to think critically and question how I can make a positive impact in my community for the future. I have so many teachers and counselors and classmates along the way who have challenged me to think about how things could be better. I know sometimes, growing up in a small town like this, we feel far away and isolated from the troubles in the world around us, but it is up to us to bring about change. All of our nation's people are important, and as are the people of all nations around the world. So when we see wrongdoing, we must take action. Today, when oppression faces us in the eyes, we often ignore it, simply because those in positions of power say that it's okay. We cannot always look at the world through blind eyes. When we do, we view the world through the eyes of someone who's only interested in exploitation of labor and resources. rather than through the eyes of a humanitarian. To be a humanitarian is the message I hope to get out. A humanitarian such as Pope Francis, who checked on the conditions of the Gaza churches every day. I am asking and hoping that we can act as humanitarians and bring attention to and change to the tragedies all around us. I want to remind you that we cannot rely on institutions like the media or the corporations or the government to tell us the whole truth. We must go out and educate ourselves and develop our own understanding and our own truth. Instead of relying on narratives, we should ask whose humanity is being altered. As I close, I'd like to end with a quote by Che Guevara. We cannot be indifferent to what happens anywhere in the world. For a victory by any country over imperialism is our victory, just as a country's defeat is a defeat for all of us. In other words, when we see pain, we shouldn't look away. We should speak up. We should remember that everyone here and abroad is important and not disposable. This is the future that we should build, not as passive observers, but as those who act. Thank you. Free Palestine.
And now I'd like to introduce Gerald Baca to announce our salutatorium.
Thank you and good evening. Welcome. Your 2025 Belen High School salutatorian, Mr. Kyle Gloat.
Hello everyone, teachers, family, friends, and of course my fellow graduates. First and foremost, all praise to the Most High. Without his guidance and strength and blessings, I would not be here standing today. As much as I would love to take all the credit for my achievement tonight, I truly can't. Throughout this entire journey, I have had a lot of help. Proverbs 18:24 says, "One who has an unreliable friend soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." I have found this to be true throughout my journey and would like to thank Noah, Marinus, Julian, Matias, and Diego for not only being friends, but brothers that supported me through everything. I would also like to thank my track and cross-country coaches, Coach Schmock, Ruben, Martinez, Joanne, and Logan, for supporting me through one of my most favorite hobbies of running. Thank you to my sister, Kaylee, for keeping me humble my entire life. Thank you to my dad. I'll never forget the arguments we had on whether LSU or Alabama is the better SEC team. Although we do know what it is. Roll Tide, roll. And finally, thank you, Mom, for everything. I'm constantly trying to be the person you are. And if I'm even half of that, then I'm a really good person. Through the good and bad, you've always been the first person I went to and without you. And I probably wouldn't even be on stage right now. However, I'm still going to the lake this summer. To my fellow graduates, keep striving to be the best at whatever you do and go forward with courage and gratitude, but always keep a humble mindset. Congratulations, class of 2025. We're not just all right, we're unstoppable. Thank you guys and God bless.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Kenneth Zamora to announce the names of our Belen High School candidates for graduation. Mr. Kenneth Zamora.
Just stand up so they'll get it.
Avery M. Carter. Riley Justine Cole. Brooke Delaney De Leon. Gabriela M. Jaramillo. Sarah Nicole Martinez. Aliyah D. Salazar. Lisette R. Sanchez. Amber Ray A. Torres. Vale T. Trujillo. Kyle S. Gloat. Brady Tony Aragon. Jesse Thomas Aragon. Nico Leandro Arriaga. Dulce María Bautista Castro. Alondra Carmona. Michaela Marie Chavez. Maximus. Hold on. Let's get. Testing. Maximus M. Esquivel. Ava Karina Fragua. Samantha D. Gallegos. Julián Alfonso Jurado. Alicia G. Montoya. Audrey Moss. Alexis Olivia Price. Isabella N. Sanchez. Marinus D. Sanchez. Noah A. Sanchez. Larissa Scott. Julian Cisneros. Isaiah Santiago Vargas. Jada Rose D. Wright. Taylor Faith Roten. Juan Bautisto Aveita. Ariana Aguirre Osuna. Christopher Alderete. Jordan S. Ammons. Diego S. Aragones. Axel A. Arieta Esquivel. Damien Avila. Andy Baca Jr. Selena Jaylene Alvarez. Adam Reynaldo Baca. Julie Marlene Barraza. Ethan S. Viviano. Kylan Black. Jaylyn Rose Bob. Jaylyn R. Boozer. Reagan Brookins. Caleb Daniel Brooks. John Daniel Brown. Gemma Eileen Cardosa. Jonathan Michael Casey. Martin A. Castillo. Alisa Chavez. Emma Ray Chavez. Leah Veronica Hope Chavez. Robert Stephen Chavez. Wilbur Chavez. Emily Rose Chick. Daniel Jared Chilimil. Anida Clayton. Carlos Córdoba. Santiago Córdoba Gallegos. Aaliyah Renee Córdoba. Sarah M. Cohen. Alicia Corral. Oel Cruz. Carter Ivan Dalton. Araya Davalos. Angie Marelli de Albino Concha. Yamile Delgado. Sedandra Raquel Dowdy. Jana Brianne Egan. Felicity Encinias. Encinias. Elena Amor Preciosa Enriquez. Adriana Escobedo. Irby Esparza Flores. Daniel Estrada Pérez. Araceli Areli Franco. Edward Thomas Freeman. Jared Fernandez. Sierra M. Gallegos. Joe Ray Gallegos. Cassandra Rose Garcia. Matthew John William Garcia. Preston Garcia. William A. Garcia. Darren Garley. Amir R. Garza. Dalton Gollier. Antonio Gomez. Diana Raquel Gomez. Christopher Gonzalez. Ghislaine Gonzalez. Eric S. Gregor Jr. Alex Andres Griego. Ryan Anthony Griego. Shane Griffey. Alan A. Guerrero Moreno. Jasad A. Harris. Xavier Hayes. Haley Herrera Slama. Olivia Camille Hidalgo. Nathan Hirschfeld. Israel Honeycutt. Julian Alejandro Jaques. Devin Alejandro Jaramillo. Joshua R. Jaramillo. Joseph Michael Jones. Devin G. Kendrick. Mary Lehman. Vanessa Lopez Jaramillo. Esteban Lopez. Ayana Lopez. Patricia Faith Lopez. Jesse Lovato. Aiden James Lucero. Mackenzie Elizabeth Luna. Jacobo Frederick Madrid Klein. Jose Enrique Madrid Klein. Anthony Isaiah Maniscalco. Kim Belen Madrid Gonzalez. Daniel Mares Apodaca. Isaiah Jeremiah Mares. Angel Esperanza Martinez. Elijah Samuel Martinez. Richard Anthony Martinez. Natalie Angelina Medrano. Israel David Mendoza. Monique Mendoza. Lucia Ray Monroe. Joshua Charles Montoya. Joshua Christopher Montoya. Kimberly Morales Duran. Joshua M. Moya. Cynthia Ray Mueller. Isaac Munoz. Josiah Navarro. Marbella Nela Nevares. Aliyah Carolina Nieves. Jorge P. Ocampo. Emily Eileen Ochoa Mendoza. Oel Ochoa Sanchez. Daniel Francisco Holguín. Fabián C. Olivas. Julián Cesar Olivas. Take care. Thank you. Got it. Roque Alberto Olveda Gutierrez. Garrick Christopher Ortega. Russell P. Ortega. Kira Estela Ortiz. Cesar Irene Palma. Edith Eileen Pedrosa. Veronica M. Peña. Yatsiri Perez Celea. Sashenka Perez Olivas. Cesar Rafael Quiñones. Aaron Quintero Trujillo. Ariana Dene Rael. Marissa Renteria. Emily Ziglali Ramirez Guillen. Alejandro Samuel Reyes. Bobby W. Rhodes Jr. Patrick Joseph Rico. Cheyenne Marie Robbins. Thomas Michael Rourke. Ansel J. Salas. Jocelyn Guadalupe Salazar Castro. Brianna Elena Sanchez. Alyssa Mariah Ray Cedillo. Amelia J. Schaefer. Vicente Shiflet. Trey Schreider. Fernando Silva. Jolene Sasha Simpson. Monica Soto Aguilar. Ashley Stump. Mia Elena Taya. Naomi Rose Hannes Theodore. Annalie Vanessa Torres. Adam J. Valenzuela. Gabriel A. Valerio. Leah R. Vivier. Emma Danielle Wagoner. James M. Windsor.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna stand up anyway here in a second. If they want, yeah. It's gonna be Loyal and True coming up. It's mutual. All right, graduates, before we move on, one last Loyal and True as high school graduates. Please stand and join us. Miss Baca. Graduates, please remain standing. Everybody else can sit. President Danner, members of the Belen Consolidated School Board, and Superintendent Sanchez. As principal of Belen High School, I can verify and certify that the class of 2025 standing before you has met the high school graduation requirements as defined by the state of New Mexico Public Education Department and the policies of the Belen Consolidated Schools. Graduates, as we prepare to recognize your completion of one stage of your educational journey to the next phase of your life, at this time, please move your tassel from the right side to the left side. Congratulations, class of 2025. I can personally say I'm very proud of a lot of you guys. You guys know what you guys mean to me. This concludes tonight's ceremony. Thank you all.